Hey guys, this is Scott Leroy, Scott Leroy Marketing, coming in for another weekly update. And today's update is actually about the new IDX sites that just launched late last night. So if you haven't seen the new IDX site, you'll definitely want to go to agent.kw.com to access command, and then you'll be able to access these sites immediately. So to get to the back end of your site, you'll still go to the same location you did for the Kelly guide on here. All right, so we're going to click on the KW logo at the top left, all right, and then select sites over here on the left-hand side. All right, so once we click on sites over here on the left-hand side, and of course you don't have to click on the KW logo, you can always just click on the site icon, that's perfectly fine. All right, but this will actually take you to the back end of your landing pages and your sites that you can utilize. All right, so I just want to give you a heads up, this is where you can access everything immediately. All right, so now that our sites page is actually pulled up, all right, what we can actually do, if you notice up here at the top, there's an Agent Sites Pages section. All right, so you can always click on the Agent Sites Pages section if you actually want to take a look at the different pages you've created. You can even preview your current site. So if you notice that consumer-prod is now completely gone, it's just your .kw.com URL. And then of course, if you haven't set this up quite yet, all right, feel free to click on the Learn More with Kelly guides at the bottom left down here, or at the top right, so you can actually get a walkthrough to set this up immediately. Now, in addition to that, there's also going to be two items up here at the top right. All right, you're going to have the agent site settings. All right, once we click on the agent site settings, this is where you can actually update your domain name. So a big question was, can we change our domain name? And the answer is yes. All right, you can change this at any time by updating the subdomain on here and clicking Update Subdomain. All right, you can also update your theme on here between the red or the dark theme, all right, depending on which one you want to utilize. And then, of course, you can actually view the pages on here too. All right, and if you want to create a brand new page, there's even an option to add a page on here too. You can change the page title, the slug URL. So just to give you a heads up, the slug URL is what comes after the main domain name. So in this case, mine is scottleroymarketing.kw.com / and then this one would be value-proposition. All right, now you can also go through and update your SEO description on here, and you can even delete pages now. So if you happen to create multiple pages while doing the Kelly guide previously, there is an option to delete pages. Now the other big item is you can actually move around your menu section too. All right, so we put our cursor over these little 6 dots in the 2 columns on the left-hand side. We can actually drag this around to update our menu on here. And if you notice, the data has now been saved. All right, so in this case, we can actually go through and tweak our site right away. Click on the Add Page option if we want to add inside a brand new page. And then, of course, up here, you can also click on Create a New Site. All right, if you actually want to go through and update a page on your agent site or on the standalone site too, like basically a landing page. All right, so if I click on My Agent Site, I can create a page immediately. All right, and then it'll allow me to actually pull over widgets to add in. If I want to add inside team members, for instance, I can add inside my agent profile. Very soon, testimonial options on here too. All right, and then you'll be able to configure everything as well over on the right-hand side. All right, much like setting up a landing page, this is going to be almost identical for you. In fact, it will be identical. All right, so this will help out tremendously just to get your agent site all set up. All right, and more importantly, as you can see, having an agent site will help you create relevant content. All right, if you want to make changes to your digital social presence, go to the marketing profile. Now you can always click on the marketing profile on here, or at the top right, you can select your name, click on settings. All right, and once we click on settings, that's going to take us to the back end section of command. Let me see if that'll pull up real quick. All right, it might be thinking right now. All right, there we go. All right, and once we click on settings, then you can always select connect settings over here on the left-hand side and marketing profile to access this immediately. Now, one thing to note, if your KW.com agent website is not displaying the proper information, all right, maybe for instance, it's just showing kind of generic info, it's not what you added inside the Kelly guide or back here, all right, click this little toggle button up here at the top right where it says use my information to brand my site. All right, so click that to turn it off. All right, and then if we see that it's green over here, all right, then that means it's turned back on. So as you can see, here's some compliance reminders we might want to take a look at. All right, once we acknowledge that, then we can scroll down even further. All right, we can click that save option at the very bottom to save this immediately. All right, but once that is saved, then you're all good to go and you can start to utilize your KW site immediately. So you can type inside your KW.com URL. All right, so here's my IDX site URL on here, and I can get an idea as to what this will look like. All right, so now we're going to see our home page on here. We can scroll down. Once again, here's our contact information as well. Here's our additional info for our market center. All right, here's our social media URLs. So if you notice, it kind of looks similar to what you guys have had previously for the landing pages. And then instead of having a menu up here at the top like you may typically see, you can click on the name option up here at the top, and then you can actually view all the additional information, all your pages, all your social media links on here too, how to get back to the home section. All right, so this will help out tremendously. All right, so feel free to start utilizing this right away, so that way you can actually brand it, send it out to your clients, post it on social media, email about it. All right, so you'll have access to everything right away. So there you go. So that is your KW Command tip for the day.